So today on this episode of Where to Wheelock, we are in one of my favorite neighborhoods, the West Village. The West Village is beautiful. As you'll see behind me, they have cute little parks. There are trees everywhere. And I have to preface by saying, you could ask anybody the outline of any New York neighborhood and they will give you a different answer. So what I'm gonna tell you about the West Village is, it's from Houston up to 14th, all the way west to the river and east to 7th. I don't care who tells you it goes all the way over to 6th Avenue. It doesn't. It stops at 7th Avenue, according to Erin. There is a little, bleep up on the northwest for the meatpacking, but just take that. 14th, Houston, River, 7th, and we have the West Village. So one of the great things you have to know about the West Village is if you are looking for sky, you get it here, because most of the buildings are your quintessential single-family townhouse. It's either been turned into rentals or they might still be a beautiful single-family townhouse. We'll see one later. There's a lot of cobblestone streets. There's a lot of tree-lined streets. You have history, right? Stonewall, the Stonewall riots at Stonewall in 1969. You have a lot of different places you can still go out. You can literally walk out your front door wherever you are, and you have 15 restaurants at your fingertips that have probably delicious food and delicious drinks. We'll go hunt down in Manhattan later. One of the other nice things is, because this area is so historic, it's pretty much all landmarked. Now, that doesn't mean there hasn't been new construction. There is some new construction, but a lot of it still is those townhouses, the rows of townhouses. But I will say this, the West Village, you're still looking around $2,000 or more per square foot. You have transportation everywhere. You're right next to the West Side Highway, so you can blitz out of the city if you want to. But it is filled with so many different people and a lot of celebrities. I'm trying to get these people as my clients, so I can't tell you where they live. Evasion of privacy. I'm here today with the fabulous Meris Blumstein, and we are at 32 Perry Street. It is a gorgeous 5-story townhouse, and I am so excited to learn more about it. So it was built in 1899.
Yeah.
Perfect, but they did this gorgeous renovation.
This renovation was just finished right before COVID.
Okay.
And it was pretty much a total renovation of all the systems and an addition of this amazing kitchen. So they added several feet to the back of the house. Mm-hmm. And we are lucky enough to have a terrace above us, which is affixed to the master bedroom floor. And it has walkable glass, which brings light into this kitchen. And this glass back is just spectacular. This garden is a haven for birds of every type. I mean, you could sit here and just listen to birdsong, which is quite spectacular. There's also an additional kitchen below us. There's a guest apartment below us, and that too has a new kitchen. And there is a penthouse that was built on top, which has 2 outdoor spaces and is just a spectacular hidden treasure in this house.
Well, and I think, going back to the birds, in my eyes, this is why people go to the West Village, right?
Yes.
So they can have all of these hidden treasures. You have a beautiful building that was, as we said, built in 1899. But then you walk in, everything is completely redone. You can sit and look at birds, but you're in the middle of New York City.
Exactly.
It's quite amazing. So is that what you think is one of the #1 draws to the West Village, is the townhouse living?
I believe it is the townhouse living, but it is very much a neighborhood that is quite different from every other neighborhood in Manhattan. It is filled with beautiful turn of the century, and I'm talking about the previous century, townhouses, and it's very diverse, and it's very walkable. And the streets are narrow and so welcoming and cozy and just perfect. There are so many delicious restaurants here. As a matter of fact, a new restaurant just opened on the corner.
I love it.
We're very close to the water.
Yes.
So it's actually, we're very close to everything here. You can walk almost everywhere in Manhattan from here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so excited to see the space. We are here on the parlor floor.
Yes, welcome to this beautiful home.
Yeah.
Totally renovated. Never slept in since the renovation.
It's amazing.
There are, I believe, 6 fireplaces in this main part of the house. They're all wood burning. There is a gel fireplace in the penthouse, and there's a gas fireplace in the guest apartment. So there is also central air conditioning everywhere.
Yes, and it's so neat how they put them in up here in the top.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
far more attractive than the slits. I love that. That's great. And they kept the molding, or added in,
Yeah.
I guess maybe some Nuclear molding. It's beautiful.
It's a double parlor, as is very normal in these federal type
Yeah.
houses. So you have these lovely doors that separate the 2 living rooms, or in this case, the living room, dining room.
Yeah.
And the kitchen and the back of the house was just added. So that's all new.
Oh, okay. That's quite amazing. They added the whole kitchen.
The whole house was pushed back many feet in order to accommodate the kitchen. And they used walkable glass on the terrace above. And so it brings a lot of light into the kitchen.
Well, and it's also fascinating that the lot was so large that they were able to add all of this, obviously giving you this great space, but you still have such a nice outdoor space as well.
Oh, the outdoor space.
Fantastic.
Is just charming.
Yeah. And retractable awnings, which is great.
Yes.
Yes.
All the southern facing outdoor spaces, and there are 4 terraces, and there's this outdoor space as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
But this kitchen is amazing.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Amazing. Lacanche range I have never seen in a home. And actually, I was told by the owner that Lacanche will come and teach you how to use the stove.
Well, I feel like they would have to.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And these owners are vegan. So this house was built with triple filtered water, was renovated, not built. Triple filtered water, all these beautiful appliances, and very comfortable to eat in. With
Yeah.
this banquette, tons of storage, pantry. It's an extraordinary kitchen.
And you showed me this. I feel like you have to show everyone because this is the smartest thing. It's such a small, simple thing, but how brilliant is this?
So she's a big cook, and she does a lot of vegetables, obviously. So this is the chopping board that was built in, and then garbage is right here. So you do your peels right into the garbage. So everything can remain very clean and tidy.
Yes, and I love it. I also feel like that just goes to show how well thought out the entire house was.
Everything. This owner was here every day during the renovation. Townhouses are not known to have bathrooms on the parlor floor. It's not the way they were originally built. This does have a powder room, which is great.
Yeah.
And here we have the entrance to the guest apartment, which actually can be rented if someone would want to. This owner has never rented it in the many years that they've owned this house. They use it for guests, and guests want to stay forever. So no one's here now. No one has actually lived in this house since it's been renovated. So this is a pristine, bring your toothbrush and your suitcase and be home.
I love it. It's the mother-in-law suite for when you really like your family because they won't want to leave.
Exactly.
So not the one when you only want them to stay for a minute. That's when you give them like the 1 bedroom up in the corner or something of a house.
Yeah, exactly.
This one you love them. I love it. Awesome. All right, should we go upstairs?
Let's do it. This second floor is actually the entire master suite. It has 2 full bathrooms, a very large walk-in closet with a window, which is best for your clothes and your soul when you get to and the addition of this amazing outdoor terrace.
Oh yeah. Should we go take a look?
Please.
Yeah. Oh, there's even
You hear the
hi birds. I mean, this is really something special. And you're in the middle of the city. So this to me is fantastic. It's like they did the 2 separate for the masters.
Exactly.
For the bathrooms.
The his and hers, his and his, hers and hers, whatever.
There you
it
go,
is,
yeah.
You have 2 separate bathrooms. And it's wonderful because that's kind of like the coziest little room. And this is a very elegant bathroom.
Yeah. And of course the finishes are beautiful.
Walk in, there is nothing more wonderful than to have a real window.
I could do this. Just when you think about it is, when you do have something that's 15 or 17 feet wide, you have the stairs is going to be taking up a large portion of it, so then your rooms just get so much tinier. But when you do have it, you said 21 feet wide?
Yes.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's a proper, proper feeling going through a townhouse. So excited to show you guys the Little Island. It is one of the newest attractions to this West Village meatpacking area. It was actually designed by Heatherwick and Signe Nelson. And I gotta tell you, so I read online that it was 2.4 acres, right? And I was like, it doesn't really look like it. It's a New York thing. We look at things and we're like, there's no way it's that big. But now being on it, I mean, there's an amphitheater up here. There's a spot for food and drinks up here. There's all of these different little optical illusions up here. You just can't go wrong, and you could probably get lost up here for a few hours. So come get some food, have a picnic, and enjoy the Little Island. Number 47. Notice the red door, it's so cute.
Hi.
Hi, all right.
Welcome to J47.
Thank you so much.
Nice to see you.
Well, hello everyone. Thank you so much. We are here with Angela Page at 118 Perry Street. And I'm so excited because we actually got two properties to show you on Perry Street for this episode. Of course, the more luxury high end, and of course, what you can purchase if you are moving here or you are a first-time home buyer. I mean, this is such a quintessential spot on a great street. You know, please tell us about the apartment.
Sure. So it's a charming studio located on the top floor, which is the 5th floor of the building. So you have no one above you. You get really great sunlight. You have a beautiful little small kitchen here, a nice sized bathroom. We have this lovely decorative fireplace behind us. And you're located in one of the, as we said, the most quintessential neighborhoods that you could be in New York City. The property is listed for $450,000. The monthly maintenance is $1,057.49, so $1,057.49. They have a constant ongoing assessment right now of $250 a month, and what that is for the interior of the building. They're going to be redoing the hallways and the staircases. That'll be a project for next year, but they have the ongoing assessment right now, just so they have the money coming in to be ready for the project.
You know, and that's something really important that we haven't really spoken about before. So when you are purchasing in New York City, it's good to know that every once in a while you do have these things called assessments, which is when the building is collecting money, they're going to do something. It might be something like redoing the hallways, or maybe they're adding a roof deck, or maybe they have to do some brickwork to it. But it's something that comes up. It's not there all the time, but it's very typical. One thing that I also want to say that is so awesome about this apartment being on the top floor, number one, it's a great workout. It's a free gym. One expense you don't have to pay for. Right?
It's true.
Second, you don't have anyone above you. And look, it's New York. A lot of these buildings are built really well, but you still sometimes hear your neighbors. If you are a very not easy sleeper, difficult sleeper, you wake up a lot of times to noise, having someone above you is not always the best because you never know what their schedule is.
Absolutely.
This way you don't have anyone, and as you guys will see as you tour the property, outside you're actually above the neighboring buildings, so you're going to get a lot of light on the top floor. It's definitely worth the walk up.
Very true. It's very sunny on a really bright sunny day. You get a lot of good sunlight streaming through here, and later hopefully you'll get a good look at outside. Just past the building, outside the window here, is a beautiful shared courtyard where you can grill, you can picnic with your friends, read a book, newspaper, have some cocktails with your friends, and it just gives you a little bit of your own peaceful outdoor oasis.
Yeah, and especially when you're living in this city, if you're in the West Village and you have your own little oasis, you probably won't hear too much noise, which is fantastic. And it's also nice when you're here in the city, you have a studio space, but then you have some outdoor space that you can use as well, which is just so nice, right? Why pay to have your own when you can practically have your own because nobody uses their common outdoor space?
No, it's
right?
true. It's true. Every time I show it, there's never a person sitting out there. And you also have bike storage back there as well. So you can ride your bike in, sit down, have a cocktail, barbecue. you're good to go.
So really what we're saying is this is a lifestyle apartment because it's very health-centric. Yes. Bikes, walking, cocktails, my kind of apartment.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a trendy neighborhood, you know, very artsy. You've got the cobblestone streets, you've got trendy restaurants, you've got the boutiques, you know, you can't ask for more down here. A lot of cafes.
Yeah.
Great enjoyment.
I love the West Village. Plus I think it may be featured in more movies than pretty much everything except for Bow Bridge, because I think Bow Bridge is just like the bridge in Central Park that's in every single movie, but besides that, a lot of stuff is in the West Village.
Yeah, and you have a White Horse Tavern around the corner. It's like the longest running bar. You're close to Highline. You've got the IFC Film Center for your documentaries, your indie films. You don't really want for anything down here. Yeah. So you definitely get all your fulfillments of New York City living down here.
Love it. Well, let's see the apartment.
Sure. Charming little studio here on Perry Street. You have your little living room sort of area here. You can shift furniture around, but this gives it a more open feel. Over here, you have a nice little deep closet for your clothes. And behind me here, we have a lovely little decorative fireplace. You can put your candles in there, your books, whatever you see fit, but it's a nice little addition to the apartment, gives it a little character. And then here in the corner, we have a nice bed. You can lift it up a little bit on the risers, and you have some little extra storage area underneath.
That's the trick to New York City studio living, risers.
Yes.
Plus, then it's kind of like back in the Victorian age, right? When their beds were really high.
Feels very
like,
regal.
haha.
Yeah, very regal. And then you have these two windows here facing south, which on a really nice sunny day, you get some really good sunlight flooding in here. And then over here, you have your nice mini kitchen, little small refrigerator, microwave, all your basics for preparing a lovely meal. And then you can add some shelving things if you'd like here. And then you have a little area here you could use for a dining table or make it a work from home desk area, either one. Utilize that in two different ways. And then here through the door you have your bathroom with a nice big window.
I would like to point out about the bathroom as well that in most studios you are sitting on the toilet while you wash your hands this way, but not here. It's actually laid out quite well.
Yeah.
For a studio bathroom, it's very nice. And I will also say that it's really nice too to just the way that this is laid out, because you do have like a whole separate desk area.
Yes, yeah.
It
feels like a little broken up instead of one big room.
Yeah.
And you could do like maybe some little blind, like little curtain here or some sort to kind of give you a little separation of the areas as well.
Yeah. So. Plus, don't forget, you still have that outdoor space if you want to just get out of here for a little bit. So
absolutely,
nice.
Absolutely.
And you won't hear anything in this apartment.
No.
I actually have to admit, there's construction going on outside across the street. You can't hear it.
Can't hear a pin drop. Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
It's true. Yeah. Very cozy and quiet.
This is great. So it turns out, I decided it was probably best to bring you one of my absolute favorite things in life, which is a Manhattan. I mean, now we found what may be the best Manhattan in the West Village. I personally am excited to find out. You guys actually voted for it, so let's see how you did. It is at the Fairfax, and it's a little bit of a secret Manhattan, and here's why. It's not called Manhattan, but if you read the ingredients on the menu, you will find it under the Ziggy Starfish. Now the name, I don't really know how I got it. I suggest you come here and ask someone so we can all flood them with questions. But it's on the corner of West 10th and West 4th. And again, it is the Ziggy Starfish. Comes with 3 beautiful brandy-infused cherries. I mean, you guys, this is what life is all about, I think. So good. Even on a hot summer day, this thing is divine. All right, you're gonna have to come. Fairfax, West Village, check it out.